Welcome, welcome. You are watching Julie with Julieaccettasjourney Journey. Today we are going to Saqqara in Egypt. It is home of the first pyramid in Egypt. It's called the Step Pyramid. It's like over 4,700 years old. How exciting is that? To be a part of history, to see it, to experience it, to learn about it. So let's get going.
God of necropolis. Anyway, the Egyptian hiding their mummy in this place for more than 2,000 years. You have to imagine everywhere you go, you got something, some back pre-dynastic history, which is meaning at least 5,000 years old. But the best or the most important to visit Step Pyramid, which is weird, different shape. Everything is different. For example, this pyramid was building on equal 6 steps, one and the top of the other. Plus, we got an enclosure wall surrounding the whole pyramid. We got nothing like that anywhere in Egypt. So it's that wall to maybe protecting the pyramid from thunderstorm, because here we have a lot of thunderstorm, or maybe, as some believe, this kind of enclosure wall, the king palace in his capital.
We just want to know why.
It's not from tomorrow. Every site we're gonna see. There's a lot of athletic, or you can say information about that. I want to use it now.
Is this a challenge?
What do you mean it's a false door?
It's a door, but it's not a real door.
This is not a real door?
No, this is the only real one.
Okay.
And the 13 one is just false ones. Okay? Once you step inside, you're going to see the ceiling looks like imitation of palm trunks. So some believe the king palace, maybe the ceiling got palm trunks in it. That's maybe one of the theory. But this is not for sure. As I told you, hieroglyphic here, no information. So this actually kind of limestone.
So smooth.
Look at the ceiling here.
So
Smooth. Yeah, this place where we got a lot of energy. Very, very high energy place. And just when you get out from this kind of short, of course, when you look all the way up, this is actually a new concrete. This is not real one, but it's showing you the original height of this complex.
Oh, okay. So
You got the story, yes.
Yeah.
And when you get down here,
So, Saeed,
4,700 years.
do you think, I mean, just the neat structures, do you think that this is just, cement and they formed it? Or do you think it's a stone and they cut it out?
if you're talking about the for Imhotep is the first architect in our history, genius man, the man who got a vision. Before him, the Egyptian never used a stone in building, using a mud. They got a mud from the Nile River. They ship the mud in, like, and they use it for building. But Imhotep wanted to use something last forever, so he decided to use the stones. It was the first time for him to use the stone. So Imhotep has no experience of using a stone. So when he tried to build the column, he doesn't know how to build freestanding column. So he built this column and he built a wall to support it. But that way he got like a small shrines. We got like 22 shrines on the right side, 20 on the left side. And some believe each one of the shrines housing a god belonged ancient Egyptian people. So the right side one from one. So he wanted building a mastaba or a tomb for his son of the god or for his god. Is that so clear? For some reason, or the king is still alive, and he wanna get his a perfect tomb. So Imhotep, because in ancient time when the king got a long life, he got a time to get a strong, perfect tomb or eternity house. So Imhotep decided, or the king asked him, hey, my beloved architect, I need you to make my eternity house visible, everybody see. So Imhotep decided to increase the building and build another step on the top of the first one. So what he did, he add 9 meters to the first mastaba, and he building second one. Wow, that's a good idea. The stone, strong, lasts for a long time. So the king, after maybe 5 years, he said, okay, I need my eternity house to be more high, more visible, more strong. So Imhotep makes some change by adding more to go for the second step. And it's still good idea. And he make more and more until we got like six unequal steps. But for us nowadays, how we know Imhotep got a lot of change in the stones and why he make a lot of change. First, why he make a lot of change? Because simply Imhotep got no experience of the stone, so he make a change in building or development. How we know that? Simply, when you look at the right side of the pyramid, you will notice the stone is not the same courses. So when you look at the right side, you will see a lot of additional to the pyramid or the first step. You see that one here at the right side? Look at the right, please, everybody. Yep. You will see the stone courses is not the same. That's meaning Imhotep make a lot of a change while actually building the pyramid. But since we got no inscription, no hieroglyphic in this place, so this one is still mystery for us. But we got another shaft running all the way down here, ending with a tomb belonged to Imhotep with a huge coffin. And we found here over 20,000 perfume jars.
Oh.
Perfume jars. As a holy perfume in ancient time.
She had a collection.
Huge one, yes. So this is how the pyramid, or the Saqqara pyramid, which is still one of the most oldest pyramids in the whole world, and the first one in Egypt. So what we have here, we have the first generation of building the pyramid, but with the time, the Egyptian start to get experience of using the stones. So Imhotep is not building the first step in the history, he building the first experience use the stones. And so the Egyptian following him, and they start use the stone in a very huge way, or lavish way, or wide way, and building a great temple. But the beginning from here. So this is not the first step in the history, this is the first step in Egyptian civilization. You got it? Okay, come on, Betty. You're gonna take over for a while. Please follow me. Some people coming here, leading their spirit, their soul, try to connecting to the God. His name is Djoser. He got a special festival. It is called Accetta festival. That's the king got that festival every 30 years. What he tried to do, he tried to make sure he controlled the whole country, Upper and Lower Egypt. So he got that festival to make sure everybody following him. He sent invitation to the Upper Egypt grandees or army leaders and governors coming to this place. So here is the Egyptian map. This is Nile River running from here. Once the Nile comes to the Delta going to branch, and you are here in the middle. And this is Lower Egypt or Delta Kingdom, and this is actually Upper Egypt. And in between we got here Memphis, the first capital of Egypt. That's where the king palace. So king invite everybody from Upper and Lower Egypt to his new capital or Memphis, and then he coming here. First he wearing a white crown, which is meaning he's a king of Upper Egypt. So all the Upper Egypt grandees or high rank people, including the high priest, kneeling before him. And that's what's writing here about the Accetta festival, which is held every 30 years. And so the king coming here, changing his clothes, wearing the red crown as the king of Lower Egypt. So Lower Egypt people or the high priest and the army leaders coming and kneeling before him. Sounds like they're giving him royalty, or he want to make sure he still control the country. After the last, you can see motion, the king wearing double crown, which is meaning he's the king of the whole country. That kind of festival, it is called the Accetta festival. That's why the first part of the entrance, huge white, part. That's where the feast used to be. But here also, we got a special complex for healing. This place got a lot of power because this is a place where the God show himself to the Egyptian king. Who is Egyptian king? He's the son of the God. So when the king need to get a connecting between him and the God, he's coming here and waiting or praying for the God. The king in ancient time, he's like in between the God and the whole people around. You got it? So once in a while, we got some people here coming because they know the story. They're coming here and they spend a few minutes for healing and prayers. If you want to do that, you are welcome. And then we continue our trip because we.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of Saqqara and the Step Pyramid in Egypt. Wow, it was amazing. Learning about the architect who built it, learning about how it was built, when it was built, just walking around the ground, seeing a lot of the desert, the Sahara Desert, seeing so many tombs. And they just barely, no pun intended, scratched the surface of how deep they were digging. To imagine and to wonder and to think how much deeper things go, pun intended, and just what remains to lie beneath. again, pun intended, what remains to lie beneath. So thank you for learning with me. Thank you for traveling the world with me. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, julieaccettasjourney. I have so many reels and posts and photos of Egypt, ancient Egypt, and everywhere else that I have traveled for you to take a look at. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for learning, and thank you for allowing me onto your screens. Egypt, thank you. Thank you for all of the history, and thank you for all of the mystery